I'm Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech news for Monday, September 28th, 2015. At the annual United Nations General Assembly, President Barack Obama described Syrian President Bashar al-Assad as a tyrant and the chief culprit behind the 4-year civil war in which at least 200,000 people have died and millions have been driven from their homes. Russian President Vladimir Putin agrees that something must be done to stop the civil war. He said there's no alternative to cooperating with Assad's military in an effort to defeat the Islamic State militant group, which has seized large amounts of territory in Syria and Iraq. Agreeing at least that they would meet to seek consensus on how to help Syrians, President Obama said the U.S. is prepared to work with any nations, including Russia and Iran, to resolve the conflict. But we must recognize that there cannot be, after so much bloodshed and so much carnage, a return to the pre-war status quo. As the battle in Yemen continues between Iran-backed Houthi rebels and Saudi coalition-backed national forces, once again, airstrikes by the Saudi-led coalition have killed civilians, this time at a wedding celebration in a village on Yemen's Red Sea coast. 70 people, including the groom, were killed this morning, according to 2 local officials. The United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said in his address to the General Assembly this morning, all sides are showing disregard for human life, but most of the casualties are being caused by airstrikes. I call for an end to the bombings, which are also destroying Yemeni cities, infrastructure, and heritage. Now, the Saudi-led coalition has received support from the Obama administration, which also has provided intelligence on Houthi versus civilian occupation of establishments. Following an attack yesterday that killed at least 25 civilians, residents and local medical officials claimed that Apache helicopters pursued residents as they were fleeing their homes, calling it a massacre for no reason. A Saudi official, however, said that the military coalition of Arab states it is leading in Yemen played no role in any attack in that area. After what appeared to be a stalemate over the summer, Taliban fighters captured the provincial capital city of Kunduz this morning. Government security forces have fully retreated to the city's outlying airport. This is quite a win for the Taliban, who has been making plays for Kunduz since 2001. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani's government is now facing this demoralizing setback less than a year after the formal end to the NATO combat mission in Afghanistan. In celestial news, scientists reported today that they have reasons to believe there is liquid water on Mars. Dark, narrow streaks up to a few hundred yards long have been spotted along many slopes on Mars. The identification of waterlogged salts in these streaks fits with the idea that they are formed by the underground flow of briny water. The director of NASA's Planetary Science Division said, "We haven't been able to answer the question, does life exist beyond Earth, but following the water is a critical element of that." It may be a tipping point for NASA officials who have been reluctant to even speculate about the possibility of contemporary life on Mars. And did you see the super blood moon eclipse last night? Here in Hawaii, clouds blocked much of the super view and we couldn't see the eclipse at all, but all you have to do is hop on social media to see plenty of pictures of what we missed. The moon actually was the closest it will be to the Earth this year and appeared 30% brighter and 14% bigger than usual. A supermoon and eclipses are not that rare, but they don't happen together all that often. It won't happen again until 2033. So by now, you've probably heard that House Speaker John Boehner resigned his position on Friday, citing issues with the Republican Party and inspiration from the Pope's visit as his reason to quit sooner rather than later. But did you know that he walked into that press conference singing Zippity-Doo-Dah? Yep, he did. Awesome. Donna Blanchard, ThinkTech News.